Everyone, and we're here taking a look at Pharmakon. This is a game produced by Visumeca Games. It is a tangram style tactical turn-based puzzle game with some rogue elements. So quite a mouthful there, but it's pretty interesting. I really like the puzzle, tactical turn-based puzzle combat. There's a lot of words, a lot of keywords thrown together, but it seems to have come through an interesting way. We'll just jump in and take a quick peek at the game. The game is currently available on itch.io, itch.io, and also it is in Steam Greenlight. So if you like what you see, make sure you head over there and upvote it, rate it up, so we can get that on Steam. I would like to see. So this is here is the main gameplay screen. So we are a drone. We control a drone. We use this to defeat monsters that we come across. On the left side are the parts that we put into this drone. Is what I mean by the tangram style. So there are different elements in the game. Elements do different damage to other elements, and we have to try to fit our pieces into our robot, squeeze out as much power as we can. This is an intelligent way to fit these in. Think about it. We have pieces. That piece there. I think we can get. I think 4 pieces is what we're at. That's usually what we end up with. I mean, just style the ship and the pieces you get. So we start with one element. There's 5 different elements. We have water, fire, ice, rock, electricity. This is the damage. This is our damage. So water, obviously very effective against fire. So we're very effective against fire, less so against ice, even less so against rock, and even less so against electricity. And of course, water does not hurt itself. If we run into any water monsters, we would need another elemental block. Which you find blocks, you find these pieces as you move along, because you also need them to repair. These are repair points. As we take damage from these monsters, we need to use these particular repair points of that element to repair. The damage to our drone, we have 10 health, and then damage also messes up our little tangram puzzle here, which we'll see as we go fight a monster. And then that's not even the entirety of it, because there's also this bouncing mechanic and the counterattack mechanic. So you only get attacked from monsters if you attack them or if you make them mad. So you attack them, obviously deals damage to them, or if you make them mad by knocking other monsters into them, but that also damages them. So you usually want to knock monsters into each other to cause damage, but of course you also have to keep in mind that that will eventually make them attack. But if you don't one-shot them, we'll one-shot this guy. So you shoot them in a direction. So I'm not going to start on that guy, just to show you the bouncing mechanics. So here we have a big guy. The size of the creature also determines their damage. Is their force 1 to 2. This guy's small, so never does 1 damage. This guy's small, so never does 1 damage. So if I shoot this L brick on the right, he is a rock element. We do only 8 damage to rock. He has 24 HP. But you also get knocked into this eggy creature, this ice creature. Shoot him here on the right side. Or our right, I guess that's the creature's left. But of course, he also counterattacks because we shot him and he didn't die. So that messes up our ship, and you see it knocked out our little piece. So here, we have enough points, we can simply repair and replace. There you go, got it replaced. Turn down the sound just a touch, because of course I'm very paranoid. I'm always paranoid about the in-game volume. So he counterattacked us, repaired. In order to get that back, in order to get these points back, we would need to salvage our part. We would destroy the part, and then we would get the repair points back. So you have to balance when you repair, how much you repair, and what you repair. Because of course it's entirely possible just to consume all of your parts for repair, and then you have nothing else to repair. So this guy, will kill him in 1 shot, so he's not even going to counterattack, he's just going to die. See this guy in the middle? That guy in the middle, we bounced the big guy into him, then bounced the little guy into him, and the little guy exploded. All of that did damage to him. And when you do indirect damage to an enemy, it builds their rage. And once their rage gets high, so see he's no rage because they both attacked, but once their rage reaches maximum, they will counterattack as well. Something we need to keep an eye on. So one thing you can do is, of course, we can simply move this piece. So we had it here. We can simply move it over here. And then we don't even necessarily need to repair this right now, because, other than the HP, it wasn't really giving us any benefit having this block over here. Just move that right there. And then we don't necessarily need to repair. So I still want this Elbrick to die. If we shoot him right now, he will counterattack. If I knock this Eggy towards him, Eggy will die. And it'll do a little bit of damage. He's now at maximum rage, and we only have, dang, we only do 8 damage. He's at 9 HP, so no matter what, he's going to shoot me. I'd shoot him once, shoots me back, and we finish him off. Alright, and he's dead. Mission is far from easy. There's a little bit of story going on. You work for a corporation, and you're sent to go investigate some stuff. There's also this progress bar, which I'll be showing you at least one bit of progress. There's a little tech tree that shows up. Got some interesting stuff going on, which we'll speak about, of course, when we get there. But this is the gameplay. Is you have this tangram style puzzle down here in which you fit your power, your elements, to get damage, to defeat your creatures who also counterattack, and the positioning is also important. Bouncing enemies around and managing their rage. We have, what do we have? 2 fire enemies and a rock enemy. So we don't do a ton of damage against the rock enemy. We do want, but we want to kill him. I mean, I can bounce the fill dip into him, but he'll die. And then if I shoot you sideways, you're going to attack, so you're at maximum rage. I knock you over, explode, down 13, still going to take out. This guy's going to really hurt us. He didn't hit any important blocks though, so we're still at maximum capacity. Fight back. Unfortunately, bam. And now, we could just, if I clicked on him, it would have been a terrible idea, because he knocked out 2 of our parts. We only have 4 anti-rock power. So he would have, that would have been a big mistake. We have to repair. We can repair this ice, move that guy down there, and put on anything clever we can do. I don't think so. You can't rotate these guys. Unless you can. Okay, I didn't think you could. There gives enough power to take him down. Seems like your HP, I mean, when you run out of HP, you die. But it seems like before you get to the point where you're going to die, you're going to be having problems with getting your ship strong enough. Just send a report to the database. Of course, like I said, there's a story that goes along. But you start with different, when you do new runs, you start with different elements, you start with different blocks, and you face against different enemies. One thing I have noticed is that you do not fight against the same enemies of the element you start with, because we start with all water, and we have no water damage. So if you immediately come against a water enemy without finding any new bricks, you're boned, right? You don't have any damage for that. This is a big enemy force. We might want to salvage one of our bricks so we can get some repairs. So we get 2 earth repair points. So which 2 would we repair and what piece do we want? I think we want to repair these 2 pieces. If we repair that piece and that piece, we move that over and put this T piece there. So we do something like salvage that guy. If I say that one and that one, move you there, that guy there. They're back to maximum power for this fight. At least initially. Ice, fire, ice, and earth. Earth has been what's really hitting us hard, because these earth guys are pretty big. We only have 8 damage. This guy might be a bit of a problem. Do 16? I don't think this will kill you. That shouldn't kill you. That shouldn't kill. I don't think we can one-shot any of these guys. We'll get close on the fire guy. Almost got him. We have plenty of fire repair points though, so that's an easy fix. Now you are at high rage. If I shoot you again, you're not maximum, so but you do take 2 bits of damage. There we go. So he did counterattack. He's at high. Then we knocked the enemy into him and exploded. That caused the counterattack. Still have maximum power. We can. You have no rage. You have high rage. He hit you for 12. What am I thinking about? What I might be able to do. Knock you to the left here. We'll take a counterattack. In repair, we also have plenty of ice repair parts. Gonna hit that. We really want to avoid taking too much earth damage. If I knock you upward, it should explode, hit all 3. Yeah, there you go. They obviously explode in area. If you can knock them to the middle. It's not necessarily what you want though, because of course the rage mechanic. I made all of them enraged, to make all of them mad, which isn't necessarily what I want to happen. Because Eggy, he will rage against the machine and shoot me. Ouch, it's a big hit. And we're running short on competent pieces for our setup. And we get through with what we have. 6 earth, 9 ice. I would like a little bit more power. We salvage that. And do that. Okay. And that just about gets us through. Rage high, you're at high rage, you're at high rage. If I shoot you, Bounce in, you'll explode, you'll fire back. Unfortunately, he only has 5 HP, but we do 6 damage. I can just finish him off right now. Alright, see? These I think it's a really cool concept having this tangram puzzle, plus the turn-based knocking enemies around combat, plus the resource management of the repair system and the pieces that you find, which you don't find very quickly. We're on like the 3rd level and I haven't found the pieces. The progression might be a little bit. I would say it's a little bit slow. We've only been playing for 10 minutes, already got past 3 missions. Like it's not that slow. Much of an impatient person. Here's that upgrade system I was talking about. So we get a point and it activates a laser. This initial laser, we're really just choosing upgrades, so it goes down and picks whatever upgrades. So if I chose this one, it would get, they're all activatable abilities. Activate for 10% damage for each beast of the same type, or 25% damage to the next shot's target. So this is a delayed upgrade, so you'd upgrade it, you'd activate it, shoot somebody, and then the shot after that would get the bonus damage on the target you shot. It's a word kind of weird. What did I do last time? I think I did ice. Plus 20% damage, and plus 10% for each of the same type. I think I did ice. Now I'll play enough to show you what happens when you get a second upgrade, because then the lasers actually interact and it limits exactly what combinations of abilities you can get. There's our upgrades. Let's spend a repair point, just to both keep us alive and maximize power. Like I said, we are more worried about like our HP. None of the enemies do 5 damage unless we aggro multiples in one turn. I'm more worried about just keeping our ship at maximum offensive power right now, maximum firepower. We can one-shot Mr. Fire, the fireman. Thought it'd be a good idea. He will explode. If I knock him to the left, hit these two, or knock him down to bounce against this guy and explode against both of them. And they're like, ooh, these are big, strong electric guys. Fortunately, we get bonus pieces. So we found an ice piece and an earth piece. So the earth piece, very effective against electricity. Ice piece, also effective against electricity, very effective against rock. So, or we can also salvage it in order to get their repair. They do the damage and the repair numbers are the same. So you see here, we get 4 damage against rock, or we can get 4 rock repair pieces. It'd be really nice, actually. It's also most effective against rock. This is most effective against electricity. We mostly need rock repair. I think we're actually going to pop that. More of that resource management talking about, which is important for a roguelike. I was pretty skeptical when he first said roguelite and played it the first time through, but as I played it more, you know, you're not finding like a bunch of different crazy upgrades, but it does have the important factors of the variation in what you're coming across when you come across it, the pieces you come across to help you through, and the resource management is a big part. How do I fit this in without ruining everything? Or can I even? I might have to make a sacrifice here. I have 4 pieces. If I do something like... Is there any way I can... Well, I mean, that looks cute, doesn't really help me, does it? Doesn't give me them all in there. Let's just keep it like that for now. That gave us a little bit more power against electricity, but it doesn't let us one-shot. We can also, I mean, we can do this on the fly. I can take this out just to get a 16 shot against the still zip. Knock him down, hit these two, it'll explode, do some extra damage. And now he's mad. He's real mad we shot him. Then, and just that. That ups our strength against electric type Pokemon. So we can... Oh, this one seems tricky. It'll be a hard one. If I just engage these big guys right away, I might have to. Knock him over. That's a big shot. We do have a little stack of electric repair points here, and we also have our abilities, of course. Should probably pop one of these. That'd be 9 up to 10. If I pop that, shoot there, and then yeah, you'll take 2 damage bouncing into him. So we did kill that guy. And we can fit that in there without sacrificing any power, any parts. Now we have 7 and 6. Alright, here's what we can do. We just have to... Like, we'll just have to fight these guys. Just raw, brutal combat here, because I didn't do anything Wasn't able to do anything too clever to kill him off. And that's still enough to kill you. That explodes, it makes him angry. I want to repair that. I want to get our water slot back in here because he's an earth guy. So the earth element doesn't help me too much. Down, and he will shoot me. That was a bad floor. That was a bad, I guess you'd call it a floor. Bad room. Should use more abilities because this is our energy bar down here. The calibrations are mana bar. It recharges, and then here's the cost. So we get 7, so you can use 2. And then it recharges over time, of course. Things risky can turn for the worst if I come across an opposing faction. Also, for the worst, if I come across an opposing faction, it's ESL, developers, ESL, it's not professionally translated. It's actually really, there's a pretty few mistakes. The big one that stands out is the word elementary instead of elemental. So they mean to say elemental, but they say elementary, which is a very different word. It means like basic, simple, junior, elementary school versus elemental, the elements, right? That's other than a couple weird grammar choices, it's the translation's pretty fine, except for the elementary confusion, which is an easy fix, right? It's a super easy fix. And still no upgrade. Playthrough, yeah, oh yeah, we have like another 15 minutes. We should easily be able to get another upgrade unlocked. If we're going for a half-hour playthrough here, some new parts, thank goodness, because a lot of electricity here. Let's replace that there. And then I didn't actually mean to click that, my bad, so I misclicked. Repair that point so we can get that rock in there. Because here we want some maximum anti-electricity. Do you do electricity? Ooh, ice actually does do good electricity. Did not know. So we can repair these two, take you out, and tag that in. Also lets us fit in more water. It doesn't really do us any good for that, because water does not do well against electricity, but it's extra 1 power. If I amp it up, that's actually 17, and that can one-shot this guy. That's really good. Pop, so one-shot that dude. He exploded. Tickled these two. They're both angry at me about that. 13 damage. We can do it again. 17 damage. Do it. I'll just one-shot this guy next. Nope, not like that. It was like that. Oh, actually, it was like that, and then we had the water in there. But I'm out of electric repair. I can do that. Ooh, that's really rough, though. You only get 1 repair point for electricity doing that. Can we get through without... Yeah, we should be able to be fine with that. We can do that. That kills him. He explodes. That tickles him. He doesn't fight back yet. Unfortunately, I don't have enough power for another boost, so he will shoot back one more time. But even if we add the extra 1 point damage, he would be doing it anyway. So we have to shoot him twice, so we just have to eat the damage. We're now at 9, we finish him off. Alright. So try and maximize the damage you do, minimize the damage you take in return by knocking them around, having them explode, having them bounce into each other, and of course, managing your repair parts. Judging by their state, the parts I found have recently been used, but there's no one around. Ooh. Where have those used parts gone? Move forward. And of course, you can change your upgrades anytime. I need find anything. I need some air. This is good against Earth. There's no Earth guys here, and I do need the electric repair points. I might actually scrap this ice. That might hurt us in the future if I come across a lot more. If I come across a lot more electric guys or whatever. Fire guys. Rock guys. A lot more creatures of the element that was effective against. Of course, what you would. How much rock? We haven't enough. I just want to repair up to full. Perhaps. I don't think there's any way to squeeze in either of these. Don't really need to. It's for pretty minor. 1 electricity, 3 ice is okay. Rock. How much does the rock do against ice? 1. We can just change it off. We'll just have to swap it out depending on what our target is. There's no way to flip them. Against fire. You can make that 14. Easily up out like that. Boom, 14 against fire. Let's just one shot. Just do that. One shot that guy. Hurt those two. No more fire, guys. So we can pop that back out. For our earth, they handle electricity guy, or do we want to shoot the ice person? Ice dude. Squeeze you in. Yes, I can. Do like that. Do like that. That's 12 ice damage. Add 3. That's not really good enough. But it will kill the Eggy here. That. Alright, it's not bad. He's at 16, you're at 19. I'll add 8. Do electricity, which is not what I'm... Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It'll be 12. Not enough to kill either of these guys. So I have to take a shot. Ouch. Rude. Enough to kill you. You explode. He got mad because they do build up that rage system. They can't exclusively just knock them back and forth on each other. I'd like to maybe see like an extra level of rage or an extra turn until they attacks. I feel like sometimes I feel really happy that I knocked them into each other and the extra damage like that. Then or sometimes I feel like they get the counterattack off the rage so fast that it's almost not worth it. Like I mean, of course it is. You do save some attacks, which is you're trying to min-max the game about it's like a min-max puzzle game, so it is significant. Take that out. Just want to repair. Then how much electric repair do we have? Not a lot. Throw that in there. But we really want the, of course, the earth part in there. Actually do it like that. Water parts are just bonus right here. That one-shots you. But now we're going to have a big, just a brawl with this one. We didn't do any damage to this guy yet. Ouch. We want this part in there. We can repair one. That's all we can do. Fit that back in. Shoot him again. And then finish him off. Alright. Starting to get a little rough. We're still decent on parts. We have 6 parts. I've received notifications. Events have been added to the database. Agent identified 12 beasts at once. Also notifications that indicate confrontations against several types of beasts. It's chaos. It's a mystery. What's going on? Well, of course, that's what you have to find out. Almost have our second upgrade. Okay, what do we have? Electricity big guy. Good electrics and a rock. We didn't find any pieces. Well, what do we want to open against? We do. We also need some electric repairs. Wait, that's not like that. Wasn't gonna fit either. Oh man, we needed to we need to do some repairs. Yes, yeah. There's no way it's gonna. Those are some really awkward damage points. It's good against electricity, man. It's it just kills you. Because what they do, because our repair, you get the repair points same as the damage. So we have taken electric damage from enemy, but we unfortunately also came across electric enemies. So our weapon is also our medicine. So I want to keep the rocks to defeat these electric enemies, but they're also what I would use to repair the electric damage, just put them in to get the power to fight them. You can squeeze in 2 though. We can still get them in, just barely. 1 water in there. There's this 9 against the electric guys. I think we just go all in against this water guy. Whoa. This rock guy. Yeah, rock. Only 6. 8 damage. Not much. Only rock type damage. We can repair that pretty easily. We're gonna have to. And hit him again. It's rough. And one more time. Actually, let's repair Because that guy's going to get mad and kill, so I don't want to take too much damage at one time and risk killing myself. He is a big shot, and we need our electric repairs. We get 1 point off water. We can do. Of course, I don't want to. I want to keep the firepower. Let's fire off. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. I don't like it. Oh, it hurts so bad. We have to do what we have to do. And I want that part in there. That part there. We do that with the water in here. Still 5 points. $19, we can get up to 12. Let's knock you down here. Maybe we should take an extra 20% damage after. Oh no, are we gonna die? I want to see the upgrade point. I don't want to go down yet. I want to make sure we get that upgrade point. And there. I think we have to sacrifice this point just to get the repair point so I don't die. You're not mad yet. Activate bonus damage. Knock you into you. You shouldn't be maximum yet. We can finish you off. Knock you into you. Spare ourselves. Spare ourselves shot, right? You'll hit there, you'll explode. Oh, he's not mad yet. Do we have enough damage? Yeah, enough damage to finish him off. Okay, we got past that room. That was really rough though. Grabs clothes here. From one of our agent's uniforms. What the hell is it doing here? Move forward. Don't click off the screen, you silly dude. Move forward. Hey, we got our... Okay, good. Glad we got past that last mission, because we're starting. We're actually having kind of a rough run here, and it looks like it might be coming to an end soon. But I wanted to show you this upgrade, because what they did is that the elements interact. As you saw, obviously, as you would expect from most like elements of video games, some elements are effective against others, or blocked by others, or whatever. So that's how they manage these lasers. So we do our earth laser here, try to get these upgrades. It can't go past the ice laser. But if we do like fire is effective against ice, so it actually blocks the ice laser. So that can impact what upgrades you can get. So like, you try to do the earth, it doesn't go through, so we can get the paralysis or this precision. And then, of course, other elements, if they're neutral, they don't interact at all. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're going through. If you want particular combinations, you have to be cognizant of these little laser interaction. It's not like a huge deal. It's not like a huge feature. I just think it's kind of interesting, like a nice little touch that they kind of choose upgrades by element, and then those upgrades, because of their elemental faction, kind of interfere with each other. I think it's just a cute touch, very thematic. This game has the beasts are elementals, your parts are elemental, your shots are elemental, your abilities are elemental. It really has this elemental theme, and that's very thematic. I really appreciate the commitment to theme like that. So here we can actually take ice and fire here, because this interaction doesn't actually block any upgrades down here. We get another level of precision, and if we continue on, it's actually another level of the same abilities. What that does is actually make them cheaper to use, reduce their cost. And looks like we may just die here. We got 2 more points. We are very hurt. Oh no! And then it did it to us again. It's throwing more electric enemies at me, while our primary threat here are also electric enemies. If I do like that, which really, really hurts. Can repair a little bit. But ooh, looking like this might be the end for us. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. How would we? We get 12, a 12th shot here. Like knock you towards these guys so we can all start bouncing into each other. Oh, but he took away a bit of our damage. We can move that around. Oh yeah, I can't imagine a way we actually survive this. I can kinda. It's gonna be really hard. Knock you into that. Now at 3 HP, and they do 1 to 3. These big enemies doesn't necessarily do 3 damage. He has a range of damage, but he can do 3 damage, so that's scary. Do our tangram, move stuff around. He's gonna shoot me next. He only does 1 to 2. So you can do that, knock you into there. He explodes. He did a... we only have 1 HP left, so we have to repair. We only have 1 electric enemy left. You're at high rage. 8, you shoot back. You will kill us. You aren't... Yeah, we have to get you, because water is not going to help against the water hippo up here, the Bagwolf font. And the electric damage isn't going to... I mean, it's not helping very much against the electric guy, even though it's only 1 repair point. But then it only gets up to 2, and he can still one-shot us. I think in order to survive, we have to take that off. And then we just repair as much as we can. And then now we're in trouble. You have no rage. We can knock you down to the other guy. And he shoots, relieving his rage. Water damage. We have plenty of repair for water, so we can take lots of water damage. I can just keep shooting this guy. We just repair our water for free ever. It explodes, and then as long as we survive that shot, we can this guy off. Alright. This is electricity. We've had a rough run because we get a lot of the same enemy type, which makes it rough because we take a lot of the same element. We're getting a lot of the same enemy element, which makes it rough because then we got a lot of the same element damage, which we have to repair using the weapon against that element. I did not get more details about the mission, nor I am, and the beasts keep appearing. I risk lacking equipment if it goes on like this. I'll send a backing request to headquarters. See a little bit more of that kind of awkward grammar. It's not unreadable. It's just not native. It's just clearly not native speaker. The only one that really sticks out though is the elementary instead of element. That's the one that's like jarring. All right, this is gonna be. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're so boned. Another big electric guy. The water guys, we have plenty. We have 6 water repair points. So we could be in worse shape, for sure. I do something like that, make those, and maybe I salvage one of these and repair that, and put that here. Maybe what I can do is knock these bag of wants down. Alright, just keep repairing the water damage. Plenty of water repairs. So we keep doing that. Right, we're at 5. We can add it up to 7. Kill this guy. What if I turn it off? +1 on 2. This is conduction. Doesn't seem same type. Not very good to get like a battle with a lot of the same type. At 7, if we knock it into huge guys, we should be fine. They explode. Knock you down to the earth guy, he explodes. And he was real mad about that. Get plenty of earth repair points. Problem is this Mr. Electricity over here. Knock you into him. Ouch. And then I didn't repair before making that move. My bad. We could have repaired, we could have survived that. We might have just eked out that battle, but we're heading towards destruction regardless. This agent's drone has been destroyed. Now the agent doesn't matter first abandon him. Send it. Oh, cold. Ouch. Harsh. Does have that kind of a corporate, you know, that like harsh corporate dystopia theme to it. And here we'd be starting a new run. Move forward. This time we're starting with ice. Continue. And this time we have ice upgrades. And we actually found blocks right off the bat here. So this would be a really good run to start. Got a bunch of ice upgrades, finding some extra bricks, but that's actually going to do it for this capture. As Pharmakon, like I said, is currently available on itch.io and also itch.io and Steam Greenlight. So at the very least, if you like the game, go to the Steam Greenlight page, check it out, and try to get it on Steam. I love Steam. I think it's a place where good indie games should be. And otherwise, if you're interested in picking it up, like I said, it's available on itch.io for, I forgot, $9, $10, something like that. Pretty, you know, a standard indie price. They're not milking you, and it's pretty fair. I really like the resource management, the kind of stressful, the idea that your weapon is also your medicine. So it's a little frustrating, but in a good way, in a fair way, because otherwise it'd be too easy, right? So you have to make that choice. It's a risk reward. Do I keep these pieces to use the weapon, or do I need to heal myself? Do I risk taking that damage And the damage is all, the way they do the turn-based tactical is that the enemies only attack if they build up the rage, and they get rage per indirect damage, and they build up, and then they counterattack, or they counterattack when you attack them directly. So you can always estimate how much damage you're going to take. The enemies, the larger ones, they do a range of damage, so it's 1, 2, or 3. So that adds a little bit of variance, but you can you know when you're going to get hit. So it's very, very tactical, very methodical. Definitely a puzzler, and I was really satisfied. I'm not a big puzzle game fan, so whenever I find a puzzle game that I do enjoy, it's always a nice little treat. Like I said, I'm not normally a big puzzle game guy. So check out Pharmakon, leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more fun Twitch deal, and I'll see you next time.